What's up guys, Jordan here, and today I will be running over all the big things that happened at Apple's event today on October 20th, 2010, entitled Back to the Mac. Now the first thing that happened when they came out was they talked about they're kind of bragging, right? So they talked about their yearly growth, how it's their growth is like twice the market growth, and 33% of all Apple revenue is Macs. $22 billion of revenue is the Macs. There's 318 stores and opened a new one in Paris, China. For 18 quarters, they've actually outgrown the market. And if they were a Fortune 500 company, just the Mac, if Mac was a separate company, they would be 110 on the list. Just kind of bragging, like Apple always likes to start off these events with. Makes them feel good and warm inside. Anyways, then they went to iLife, and I wasn't really actually expecting this. I guess some people said that they may announce iLife 11, but I definitely was not expecting this. I thought they were just skipping this year, and they would. Well, they did skip this year, but I thought they were just going to announce it in January. So a little bit of surprise there. But iPhoto, really, I didn't think it had anything special. I think they spent way too much time going over it. All it had was full screen. It had some Facebook enhancements where the social network, some of the things would be brought down from Facebook into actually iPhoto. It has some new books and themes, and you can now make cards, which is cool and nice, but it's not really anything great. You can also email directly from iPhoto, and then there are some new slideshow themes. This one's kind of cool. If you actually saw these in real life, they're kind of cool. It was like a snowflake type things in the background, dangling pictures. And then a cool one with the maps feature. They actually made a slideshow theme. But I thought they spent too much time on iPhoto, and there really wasn't that much great improvements. Now, iMovie, there was a few things that were pretty cool improvements. They focused a lot on audio. It brought back some of the kind of original iMovie audio stuff where you can fade in and fade out. They also got some different audio effects that they brought in last year. They brought in video effects this year. Audio. They also have a People Finder, bring that in from iPhoto. And also they have some news and sports themes. And then the big thing is a movie trailer maker, which, and here's the People Finder. It shows a little purple bar wherever the people are. But anyways, back to the movie maker. It actually, you enter in all the data up here at the top, and so you enter in the different cast members, and then like the movie information, like what little studio it was made in, who's the director, producer, all that kind of stuff, and then the different cast members, and then it says what type of shot. So enter in an action shot, a group shot, single shot, and it'll say which person you need to enter in a shot for, and then it actually makes a really cool little it times out all the different clips, and it adds in music, and it actually makes a pretty cool little movie trailer. Of course, it always looks better from their content, but still very neat. And then they also added Facebook and Vimeo sharing features in iMovie. Now, GarageBand, it had something called Flex Time, where you could pull out the beat if you kind of hit a note too short. You could do that. Also had some groove matching, which is pretty cool. Also has some more guitar amps and effects, and then new piano lessons and guitar lessons, and also how did I play. It shows you where you miss notes and different things like that, which is very cool. It comes free on every new Mac, and it's $50 to upgrade, and it will be available now. So you can go ahead and get iLife 11 right now. Now, the next thing, which is cool, which is FaceTime for the Mac. There's about 19 million FaceTime devices, but now there's all these millions and millions of Macs out there that also work with FaceTime. So you can use your iPhone 4 or your iPod Touch 4G and now FaceTime with your Mac. So that's a very cool thing, and that software is free for download today. It's in beta, and you can get it from apple.com. Now, the next thing. as you probably have known, the kind of the big entree for this event was supposedly the next version of Mac OS X, Mac OS 10. So as you can see, they like all the different cat names: cheetah, puma, jaguar, panther, tiger, leopard, snow leopard, and then the next one is lion. And it was kind of peeking through from the apple in the original picture that was released as the invitation for this event. So this is really where they got this whole Back to the Mac name for this event, because this is kind of the philosophy that they had. They started out with the Mac, and then they kind of took what they had from the Mac, brought it to the iPhone, and then from the iPhone they brought that to the iPad. And what they were saying is, we're going to bring all this stuff that we've kind of created for the iPhone and iPad from the Mac, that we originally brought it from the Mac, but we've kind of morphed our own different technologies that we've needed for the iPhone and iPad, and we're going to bring it back to the Mac. So they're basically just bringing those features that everybody loves on the iOS devices to the Mac. So that's how you get the name and everything. And then they kind of use this picture: Mac OS X meets the Mac. But they also were like, we can't do multi-touch on the Mac because you don't want to have your finger just hanging out there. Vertically touch devices don't work. It has to be horizontally. So, but what is that they're bringing to the Mac that's making it kind of like iOS? Well, multi-touch gestures for the trackpad and mouse and everything. They already have that, so they've kind of been building towards this. And then the App Store. They're actually going to release an App Store for the Mac. It'll be one-click downloads. There won't be any installation that you'll have to go through. It'll just go right down to your dock. They demoed that. Just some really cool stuff. Automatic updates. Really imitates basically the iPad and iPhone app stores. It looks a lot really familiar, kind of a merge between the iTunes Store and the App Store on the iPad. Then they also went over something called Launchpad, which brings in that iPad type of look. You can flip through all your different Mac applications right on your desktop. You swipe a certain way and bring that up. And then they also went over full screen apps for like PDFs and Pages and iPhoto and stuff like that. These apps will have the full pages. Then they also talked about autosave and apps that resume where they were on launch. A lot of the cool things that we like from our iOS devices. And then they went over well, we have all these different things like expose, full screen apps, dashboard, spaces. It'd be cool if we could merge all these different management features into one, and it's actually called Mission Control. It's a cool name, but kind of weird at the same time, if you know what I mean. Mission Control is actually a very slick program. As you can see at the top, you have all your different full screen apps. Then in the middle, you have all your different windows. Then you have your dock down the bottom, and if you swipe over, you get to your dashboard. So that's some really cool stuff. And actually, this operating system, Mac OS X 10.7, which is Lion, will actually be available in the summer of 2011, which actually probably means September. It'll be the late summer. I really don't expect it early summer. But they said the Mac App Store was too good to wait for, so they're going to actually be releasing that in 90 days. So the next thing, of course, is the MacBook Air. That was their one last thing. The MacBook Air. What they said the MacBook Air was that if the MacBook and the iPad hooked up, this is what it would create. This really ultra thin, great device. Really, it's just the old MacBook Air revamped, a little bit thinner and better technology inside it. I didn't quite get the whole iPad meets the Mac, because I mean they already had the MacBook Air before, but anyways, it has some cool things like instant on and great battery life and standby, and the SS, a solid state hard drive. Actually, never mind. That's what they were saying. I don't know. It's late when I'm recording this video. Never mind. Why they said it was the MacBook meets the iPad was because it had instant on, great battery life, standby time, no optical or hard drive, very thin and light, solid state. It was actually, as you can see, they're very, very thin. It actually is 0.68 inches, then tapers down to 0.11 inches. So just ultra thin, and has a 13.3 inch LED backlit display. 1440 by 900 is the resolution. As you can see, the battery is a big chunk back here. Then they have the flash storage, and then they still have a Core 2 Duo processor. I really thought they would have i3 or i5, the new Intel processors, but they didn't. So yeah, that's basically all that they went over. They also announced 11.6 inch MacBook Air with obviously a little bit less specs. So it has some really cool features from iOS devices like the Instant On, and it's all solid state, and a flash memory. So obviously a whole lot faster. So that's basically everything that happened at the Back to Mac event. Some really cool stuff. I'm pretty excited about Lion coming out in about a year or so, a little less than a year. That'll be great. But as always, please check out my channel. I recently became a partner, so go ahead and check that out. Got a cool new banner and everything, redesigned my channel a little bit. So go ahead and check out my channel. Also check me out on Twitter and Facebook. Be sure to follow me on those two services. And I will be doing FaceTime for your iPhone or iTouch to the Mac. Be doing a little demo video of that probably this weekend. And I'm planning on getting the new iLife 11. I'm not sure if I will yet, but planning on getting that, and then of course doing demos and reviews and everything of that as well. But as always, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with my great content coming up. Also some Objective-C tutorials, so be sure to check them out. Have a couple coming up this weekend. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later.